Okay, how's everybody doing tonight? This is David from Mambo Productions coming at you again. Welcome back for some Salsa Level 1. We are going to kind of continue from where we did last week. A little review of our basic steps, basic, side basic, our basic turns, right and left turns. And then last week we got into some really basic Mambo footwork. We're going to continue with that. We're going to add some steps today. So I hope you guys are ready. I'm excited to get out on the floor and do some dancing. Stick around if you want for level 2. Lucy's going to be joining me shortly, and we'll kick it up a notch for level 2. All right? Okay, let's get ready. Get your shoes on. Come out on the floor, and we're going to get started. Okay? So last week we talked about our basics and our basic turns and a couple of Mambo steps, okay? Let's do a quick warm-up going over what we did last week. So last week we started with our salsa basic, okay? We're on the ladies' timing. Everybody's starting with their right. Here we go with our review. And 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7, 1, and 2, 3. 5 and 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6, 7, 1, and we're going to go into our side basic. Okay, 2, 3 together, 5 and 6, 7 together, 1 and 2, 3 together, 5 and 6, 7 together, 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6, 7, 1. Let's go back into our basic step forward. 2, 3, 5 and 6, 7, 1 and 2, 3, 5 and 6, 7, 1 and 2, 3, 5 and 6, 7, 1 and 2, 3, 5 and 6, 7, 1. Let's review our right turns. So we're going forward 2, pivot and 3, we pivot and 5 and basic 6, 7, 1. Okay, let's do that one more time. Basic right turn. Ready? 1 basic. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay. Hopefully that's coming back to you. Let's go over our basic left turn. So we'll start with a basic. 1, forward, 2, 3 together, 5 and 6, 7, 1. Here we go, left turn. We take our 2, diagonal 2, come back 3. We open 5 to our left. Put all the weight on your left. Continue pivoting to your left. We're stepping back 6, pushing off and 7 to the front. 1. Okay. Let's go over that slow again. We step on 1, or 2 goes diagonal slightly. We come back 3 on our right. We open to our left, 5. We continue in this direction. It would be towards the back of your room. 6, pivot, and 7 to the front. Together, 1. Basic. 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, we open 5 to the back, 6, pivot, and 7, 1, and basic. 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7, 1. Okay? So that's our basic right and left turn. Let's do it with music as a little warm-up.
One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Last basic. Let's go.
5, 6, 7.
1,
2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1,
last
2,
side
3,
basic.
5, 6, 7.
Back to basic.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1,
So
2,
you guys
3,
can see
5, 6, 7. 1, 2,
pushing
3,
out of our break
5,
step
6, 7.
forward,
1, 2, 3,
back.
5, 6,
Pushing
7.
forward,
1, 2, 3,
pushing back.
5, 6,
Pushing
7.
forward,
1, 2, 3,
pushing back.
5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Last basic. Let's do
5,
a right
6, 7.
turn.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3,
Here we go.
5,
Another
6,
right
7.
turn.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Get ready for a left turn.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Last
1,
basic.
2, 3,
Here we
5,
go.
6,
Left
7.
turn.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Basic.
1, 2, 3,
Here we go.
5,
Left
6, 7.
turn.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Basic.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3,
Let's go one more time.
5, 6,
Side
7.
basic.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2,
Last side
3,
basic.
5,
Here
6,
we go.
7.
Left basic.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, guys. Quick little review. Let's quickly review our Mambo footwork steps that we covered last week. So we did a step called the chord beat crossover, okay, which is basically walking straight ahead for 4 counts of the music. And in this case, the counts of the music are 1, 3, 5, and 7, and those are called our chord beats, okay? So that's the first step we did. The second step we did was half turns, okay? So this is our chord beat crossover. We'll take it from a basic step, and 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7, okay? So now we're gonna start walking in a straight line. We're gonna think of our feet as going in a straight line, okay? So I'm not stepping with my feet apart. I'm actually stepping as if they were on the same line, okay? So for my 6, 7, I'm going forward 1, I'm going forward and 3, and 5, and 7, and then back into my basic. 1, forward, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7, okay? One more time slow. From a basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. 1, 3, 5, and 7, and basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Okay? That's our chord beat crossover. The other step we did was half turns. Okay? So we've done full turns, which is our right and left turn, right? If I'm doing a full right turn, I'm going to end up facing the same direction that I started with. So a half turn is going to be half of that. First, going to the right, okay? So we're going to go 1, forward, 2, just like I was going to go into a right turn, and 3. But instead of doing another pivot now, I'm just going to go straight ahead in the direction I'm facing. Okay, so this is my 3. I'm going to go forward 5. I'm going to take a step forward 6, and I'm going to do another half turn to face my original direction. Okay, so I'm going to go and 7. Back together, 1, and back into my basic step. 2, 3, 5. Here we go. 6, 7, 1. We go forward 2 and 3. Forward 5, 6, and 7, 1. Okay? One more time from the base. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6. Okay? So the first half turn goes to our right, and when we're coming back this way, the next half turn goes to our left to face front again. Let's do it one more time. Facing 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, and 7. Basic 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Okay? So those are our 2 Mambo steps we did last week. This week we're going to add on. Okay, so I want to talk about Suzy Q's. If you've joined us in previous weeks, before we restarted this course, you would have seen Suzy Q's. Okay, it's a very common step in salsa. So from our basic, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Okay? The Suzy Q starts with crossing over our right foot. So I'm going to take a cross over. My body is now kind of on a 45-degree angle. Okay? Now I'm going to step in place with my left. Okay? Step, and I'm going to step again with my right in that same angle. Okay? So basically, if I really stretch the step out so you can see what it looks like, I'd be stepping, stepping, and stepping. Okay? All kind of going this way. Now, when I take my step at an angle, that's great, but when I take my next step, what I do is kind of twist a little bit, back, almost facing front again, and then my third step again is to that angle. Okay? So there's a bit of a twisting action as I'm doing my Suzy Q. Okay? You need to be on very soft knees, bent knees. Okay? You can't be on straight legs. You have to absorb the floor so that you can have that twisting action. Okay? So let's go from a basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. We cross over 1, 2, and 3. Okay? That's half of my Suzy Q. I'm going to repeat it going to my left. So I'm going to take my left, cross over, step 5. Again, twist front 6, and step to my angle 7. Okay? So going this way now, same thing. Cross over 5, 6, and 7. Okay? Let's go from the start. And 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And back into our basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Okay? That is our Suzy Q. Let's go for a basic. And 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Crossover 1, 2, 3, and we cross over 5, 6, 7. Okay? Now I can go back into my basic, or I can do another Suzy Q. So all I'm going to do is again take my right, cross back, going towards my left. Okay? Cross over again. 1, 2, 3, continue, 5, 6, 7. Okay? just 2 Suzy Q's in a row. Let's try that. Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Okay. That's our Suzy Q. We can do other variations of it. Okay. So we can do Suzy Q's where we go travel in one direction for an entire 8 count. Okay. So if I was starting from my basic from 6, 7 from my back break, 6, 7, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That's a full 8 count using the full count, which means I'm also stepping on count number 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and I go back the other way again with the full count. Okay, so crossing over 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back into my basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Okay. Going with a full 8 count either way, we call that a uptown, downtown Suzy Q. Let's try it. Go to our basic. And 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Okay. So we have 2 variations on our Suzy Q. We're going to do one more Mambo step today. It is called the front double cross. Okay. So remember the first step we did was called a chord beat crossover, so not to be confused with a front double cross. Okay, and it kind of, the step goes just how it sounds. Okay. I'll show you facing the camera from the front so you can see everything that's happening. Okay, again, I'm going to be starting with my right from my back break 6, 7, and my right is going to be the first step that crosses over. Okay, I cross over to the front. Okay, I cross over again to the side, and I cross again one more time, and I transfer my weight. Okay, so these steps are a tap, and a weight transfer to my right. Okay? Facing the right direction now. From a basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Okay, so the weight right now is going to be all on your left leg. You're going to keep it on your left until count number 3 when you transfer your weight to your right. Okay, so we're going to cross over and tap 1. We're going to tap to the side 2. And we're going to cross over one more time and transfer my weight to my right on 3. Okay? Again, like the Suzy Q, I'm just going to repeat it on the other side, going to my right. So I'm going to take my left leg, cross over, tap 5, tap 6 to the side, and cross over one more time and transfer my weight on 7. And now I'm going back into my basic. 1, forward, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7, 1. Okay? So again, it's just a repetitive step on both sides. Okay? Cross, tap, cross, and weight transfer. Cross over, tap, tap to the side, cross again, weight transfer, back into my basic step. 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7, 1. Okay? That is called front double cross. So let's try it. From the basic, we're going to go in 1. Actually, one more thing I'll mention about the front double cross is remember when we're dancing, okay, we always want to keep our arms in what's called default position. So I'm going to keep my arms here so they're just falling comfortably at my side, okay? I'm keeping them out in front of me. I kind of keep my wrists broken upwards, okay? Now, as I'm dancing my basic, I'm not trying to move my arms. My arms are moving because my center's moving. Okay, my rib cage is moving. When I do a step like a front double cross, because I'm extending the leg away from my body, I want to counterbalance myself using my arms, okay? So wherever my leg goes, my arms are going opposite, basically to counterbalance myself so I don't fall over, okay? So I'm going 1, 2, 3, okay? Then counterbalance again, 5, 6, and 7. And then my arms return to normal opposition with my legs, okay? And 6, 7, 1. Okay? So let's go basic and we'll speed it up just a little bit. And 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. 1, 2, transfer 3, 5, 6, transfer 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7, 1. Okay? Let's try a little sequence of a Suzy Q, and then a basic in between, and a front double cross. Okay? Starting with a basic. And 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Suzy Q. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Front double cross. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Okay? So those are our 2 steps. Let's do some music. Okay, so
En la música armoniosa.
okay, here we go. A few basics to start.
La cadencia
5 and 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Last basic. We go Suzy Q. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, basic. 1, 2, 6, 7. Here we go. Suzy Q again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, basic. 2, 5, 6, 7, 1. 5, 6, 7, 1. 5, 6, 7. Last basic. Let's go. Front double cross. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, and 6, 7. And 6, 7. Hold. Music's changing. 5 and 6, 7. 1 and 2, 3. Here we go. Basic. There. 2, 3. And 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6, 7. 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6, 7. Last basic. Let's go front double cross. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Okay, last basic. Let's throw in a right turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 6, 7. 2, and 6, 7. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 2. Here we go. Right turn. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 1. The left turn. 2, 6, 7. 1, 2. Okay, little review of our last manual steps. Okay, 14 crossover. Here we go. 1, 3, 5, and 7. 1, 2, 3. Try with me again. 1 basic. 2, 3, here we go, 6, 7, 1, 3, 5, and 7, basic, 2, and 6, 7, 2, basic. Get ready for half turns, basic. Here we go, half turns, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and 6, 7, 1, 6, last basic, Susie Q, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, basic, 1, 2. Okay, remember uptown, downtown, Susie Q. Fully count this way, or fully count this way, okay? Basic, 2, 5, 6, 7, last basic, here we go, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, okay? Try with me again, basic step, 2, here we go, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. 5 and 6, 7, basic. Let's go. Right turn. 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. 2 and half turns. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. 1, 2, 6, 2, 3, and 6, 7. And 2, 3, 6. Okay, guys. Good. So now we've got about 4 different Mambo kind of fundamental steps that we can use when we're doing open footwork dancing. So if you're out social dancing, once we get back to that point, there's going to be times when you're going to break away from your partner. If you're the leader, then you're initiating the breakaway. If you're the follower, then you're breaking away whatever your partner dictates, if that's going to happen in the music, okay? So these steps that we're showing you are just kind of building blocks so that you can start working with open footwork when you're on a social dance floor, okay? These concepts are kind of difficult at first especially if you're like a beginner dancer up to an intermediate dancer. It's going to be one of the last things that you start to feel comfortable with when you're social dancing, okay? But these basic building block steps, you can use them. If you can't think of anything else to do, these are the basic building block steps that you want to learn. And then you'll learn from experience to use these steps and build upon them so that you have a large repertoire of footwork steps that you can use on the social dance floor, okay? So let's talk a little bit about our body movement in our basic step, okay? Just to hammer home these fundamental ideas, right? Coming back to basics again, right? Keep in mind that we want to have our weight forward. We don't want to be dancing back here on our heels. We want our weight forward on the balls of our feet. Okay, we want soft knees. We want our chest always slightly over top of our thighs. So we're always a little bit, our stance is aggressive forward, okay? And we're always stepping into the floor with the ball of the feet first, okay? So always the ball of the feet first. And what we want to do, we talk about using the floor to produce our movement, okay? So if we're a beginner and we're dancing a basic, okay, and this is something as a beginner, you kind of have to really watch yourself and be aware of what you're doing when you're practicing your basics, okay? Because what we'll see is a lot of beginners, they learn their basic step, and then they start doing this, okay? So you can see right now that I'm kind of bouncing up and down. My level is changing, okay? And this I call dancing on top of the floor, Okay, and this is what a lot of beginners fall into as a habit. Okay, so right now, I'm not using the floor to produce my movement. I'm dancing on top of the floor, and this is why my level keeps changing. Okay, dancing into the floor and using the floor to produce our movement. We're pushing through the floor. Like I'm pushing as if I want to push my foot right through the floor. Okay, pushing into the floor and I'm pushing out of the floor, and that produces my movement. It produces the movement in my hips, which we call Cuban motion. Okay? So this is the habit we want to get into. You really have to over-exaggerate it at first and really push into the floor. Really use your legs, use your muscles, push in and out of the floor. Okay? From the balls of your feet. And you're also, once you push into the floor, you want to push out of the floor. So you're pushing back from your forward break. You should feel like you're always pushing back to that middle step. And from your back break, you should feel like you're pushing forward. Now notice my back break. My back break is not back here. Okay, my back break is underneath my hips still. It's behind my foot, but it's still under my hips. Okay, and I'm pushing forward into that middle step. Pushing back. Okay, and pushing forward and pushing back. Okay, so that's a little bit of our basic movement to work on. From there, once we get this idea of our feet working through the floor, then we can start talking about how our rib cage is moving. Okay, and if you want to practice that, then you can practice just moving your rib cage side to side. Okay, so this is like sliding your rib cage over. Okay, like this, and then you bring your arms down. Still moving your rib cage, and what we're doing essentially is we're doing a basic weight transfer. So as my rib cage moves, it moves over top of my standing leg, which is where my weight is transferring to. Rib cage moves, weight transfers, and now my weight is on my right, and on my left, and on my right, and on my left, and on my right, and on my left, right, and left, and right, and left. From here, we can start bending our knee, bending our knee, bending our knee, bend the left, and bend the right, and bend the right, bend the right, and bend the left. And keep in mind, still the rib cage is moving going side to side to side to side. Okay? Then we step, and step, and step, and step, and step. Right? So if I'm stepping in place, this is like a march in place. Now if I say start swaying, and when you sway, your rib cage is going to move you. It's going to produce the sway in your upper body as you step. Sway and step, sway and step, sway and step, sway and step. So these are basic little simple things you can practice, which is really going to build your understanding of how your body should be moving in a salsa basic, and not only in a salsa basic step, but this is also exactly how we teach our bachata steps, our bachata basic movement. It's exactly the same thing. Okay, all the movements originating in the rib cage, and then our lower body is responding to that movement just a little bit behind. Okay, and that is our basic movement. Okay, let's go again. Let's do a short little sequence of music. And let's bring back those basic steps that we just did. Okay, our Mambo footwork.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Last basic. 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Let's go left there. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Let's go half turn. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Let's go half turn. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, crossover. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You're with me again. Ready? Here we go. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You ready? We're going to do Susie Q. 5, 6, 7. Last basic. Here we go. Susie Q. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3. And then now let's Susie 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Let's go uptown, downtown, Susie Q. 5, 6, last basic. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. We got our front double cross. 1, 2, 3. Ready? 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. One more basic. 1, front double cross again. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, guys, really good. Hopefully the steps are getting easier and easier for you guys. That's all we're going to do for level 1 tonight. Thanks again for joining us. If the level 2 class, if you're showing up for that, it's just going to be a few minutes, and then we're going to get that started, okay? So I'm David from Mambo Productions. Thanks for joining me again for level 1. Remember, we're here every Tuesday evening starting at 7. Check us out on Facebook, Mambo Productions Latin Dance School. Also, information is on our website at www.mambopro.com. Keep an eye out for our upcoming special workshops, and we'll see you really soon, okay? Take it easy. Just going to put on some music for you guys.
Yo me levanto de madrugada, que no puedo dejar de amarla. Para la noche a soñar con ella y me despierto para amarla. Acariciar tu piel morena, besar tu dulce labio mujer. Pues fue lo que más me inspira, yo lo quiero conocer. Soy linda como una estrella, me rindo a ella, va perfecta como sirena, que en la noche me revela, de tu lindo cuerpo mujer, de la cabeza hasta los pies, tu pasión que me devora, mi linda mujer. Y que nunca te pase el calor que me da tu ser, la diosa linda y bella mujer. A tu querer yo me rindo a tus pies. Buena, linda mujer, tienes ojos por tu querer. Buena, muy linda mujer, tienes ojos por tu querer. Tan bella como una diosa rosa, porque una diosa me querer. No puedo tener, dime qué puedo hacer.
Yeah, it was asking if I could pick it up for them. And pick it up for them. You girls are watching, doing what you're telling me to do. Did you march your...
So,
Alright.
Vaya.
So we're gonna focus more on body. The other hand, I'm like pretty much done with the choreography. I also fighter. I thought about it. I was like, I just wanted to add like one little piece to the very end because I like the very end to draw dun 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 dun
ready?
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome back to level 2. Lucy is here.
New week. Woo woo. How many viewers? Okay. All right. So, guys, today we are gonna do something really fun. When I was kind of coming up with stuff to do today, I thought we could do Mambo footwork again. But then I was like, let's play around a little bit with not just our feet, but with our whole body. Because when you're dancing, you're not just dancing with your feet like this. Most of the time, when we're communicating with everything from our eyes to our head to our hands to our body, and of course our feet as well. But our feet, to me, is like the conductor of our dance. You know, they keep the beat, they keep us on time, but everything else is how we can express ourselves and how we can almost separate ourselves from our feet to do really fun things that may echo the lyric. You might echo the trumpet. You might echo something in the music for that split second and basically bring out the musicality in your dance. Okay, so in order to do that, I do want to do a little bit of warm-up today. Just a couple minutes, like 3-4 minutes. So can we play like a reggaeton? Something. And it's just monkey see, monkey do. Okay, so just watch us. And I'm going to call things out. And for everything that you do in this warm-up, I just ask that once you get to once you understand the movement, then try to push the range as much as possible. Okay, dance is one of those sports that's no pain, no gain. So if you're always just going to move this small, your range is always going to be here. If you really try to push yourself, then gradually over time, your range is going to increase and your movement, the size will increase. Okay? All Alright. Three steps our head. We're gonna go back and forward. Okay, let's go. And back and forward. And back and forward. And back and forward. And back. Let's look to the left, right, left, snap, right, left, right, and go to the right, go to the left, go to the right, speed it up, and right, left, right, left, left. Here we go with the shoulders, and right back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, left, back, 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 5, 6, going back to the right. We go 1, 2, 3, 6 to the left, and 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. 1, 2 to the left. 1, 2 to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Double time. Right, left, right, left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Working the right shoulder to the forward. 1. Slow. So you want to finish the rotation. You don't want to just stop here and then bring it back. You want to finish it. Think of there's like a center and you're drawing a circle. Okay, and forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the left. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. 1, 2 to the left. 1, 2, and right, left, right, left, right, left, right, double time, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right. We're gonna go right forward, left forward, right, left, right, left, right, double time, right, left, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Here we go with the chest. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Stretch. And stretch one more time. Right, left. 4, 5, 6. Add on the shoulders. Right up, left up. With the chest. Double time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Forward, back. And 1, 2. Just the chest for now. So no shoulders. 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's add on the shoulders. Bring the shoulders back. Shoulders forward. With the chest. Double tap. Up, in. Pump it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hips. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Action. Right. Double time. Right, left. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Now bend your knees. Figure 8. Bend and straighten your knees. Use your knees. Okay? Relax them, work them, get them warmed up. We bend and straighten our knees a lot in salsa to help create hip movement. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1. Now bring your legs together. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, and 5, 6, 7. Nice. Let's go down. Stretch. And roll up. Very nice. Okay. Thank you, Dave. All right. So it's always good to warm up a little bit, get off our joints, kind of blood flowing. Okay. All right. So let's start with today's little exercise, or our little pattern. Okay. So as per usual, we're going to go with the basic. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. From here, I'm going to go into a Susie Q with my right. Okay. But with this one, Susie Q, I'm going to pick on my foot, right foot, Susie, I'm going to drop on the 3. Okay. So this is my 1, 2, drop. Okay. When I'm dropping, please be careful that you don't drop like this. Okay, so my legs are not going to open. They're going to close as I drop. So the left leg is right behind the right leg. Okay, one more time from the basic. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, drop. Nice. For the ladies, our hands are going to be in this position. Guys, you can just be here with your elbows. Okay, but ladies, we're extending our hands. We're going to roll our shoulders as we do the Susie Q. So watch once. Susie Q. Okay? So it's all in the shoulders because our hands are not moving. They're just staying here. But it's my shoulders that is rolled. Same for the guys, okay? So that exercise we did at the beginning, right back, left back, right back, left back. That's how I roll it. Okay, let's go from the beginning again, basic. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and Susie Q. Drop. Thank you, Dave. From here, the step is simple. I'm going to take my left, cross in front. 5. It's almost like a push-up. 5 and 7. Okay, so step on the 5 and 7. Push off on my left, 5 and 7. Okay? So that's our feet. Let's just go from 5, 6, 7 into the Susie Q. 5, 6, 7, Susie, drop, 5, 7. Okay, on the 5, I am still low, and on the 7, I get up. Okay, so we're playing with levels. Now, for my ladies, the starting for the 5 and 7 is going to go 5, I'm going to bring my hands in, okay, like if I'm playing with water. I'm bringing it in, okay, like this, palms up, and I'm going to open and I'm going to press out my chest, okay? For the guys, you can do the same thing. You just don't need to open your arms. You can just use your elbows, yeah? Or Dave, you can have other stylings. Okay, so remember, down, up, okay? Ladies, when I'm going up, it's not just me opening my arms. Body movement, we're pressing our chest out and we'll bring our shoulders back. And that in, I'm bringing my shoulders in and I'm bringing my arm in with my shoulders, with my chest back. Yes? Okay, let's go from the basic. 5, 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, 5. Here with Susie. 1, 2, drop. 5, 7. Nice. Okay, moving on. From here, my hands are already out. I'm going to do with my shoulders, shoulder in, but with steps. The steps first, I'm going to bring my right leg in just to push it out. Okay, this is going to be our 1, repeat, 2, repeat, 3. Okay, so it's a swivel step, but please don't do this. Okay, I want the foot to be dragging on the floor and opening, drag open. Okay, so it's almost like my tippy toes don't really leave the floor. Okay, so think about dragging your big toe out, out, out. The other thing, don't change your levels. We're not doing this. We're not going up and down. We're keeping our knees bent and we're just swiveling. Okay? our upper body is going to help us. So we're open up here. Yeah, for both girls and guys. I'm going to bring my left shoulder forward. And 1, and 2, and 3. Okay? So, my hands, just facing you guys from here. As I bring this leg in my hands, my left shoulder is going to lead, and my hand is going to come down to push it away. Like if you're swimming, you know how swimmers do this? It's like push it away, push it away, push it away, push it away. Okay? So draw power from your shoulders to help you swivel when it's fast. Okay? So let's go from the Susie Q into that. 5, 6, 7, and Susie drop. 5, 7, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're here. We're gonna do a turn. Just a feet. 5, 6, 7. Okay, very simple turn. We're just stepping it out. So we're just 5, half pivot, 6, 7. Okay, so the feet, again, from our swivel, we're gonna end. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now with our hands are doing this. 5, 6, 7 as we're spinning. Okay, so what is driving this action is not my arms doing this. Okay, this looks like Zumba. It's my chest pushing, push, push, and my hand from the middle, push to the side, push to the side, push to the side. Yes? Okay, let's try it. Okay, it's one of those like these things. So we'll go very slow. We're gonna go from the press up. 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. The last one we have to come out already. Okay. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Again. Sorry, I made a mistake. So on 1, 2, 3, instead of us going down, I'm going to already push my arm out. And then I'm just going to shift my chest as I spin. 5, or as I pivot. 5, 6, 7. Okay, one more time. This is a little bit tricky between coordinations. Okay, from the press up. Chest up. And go. 1, 2, push out. 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, really try to activate your chest instead of just your arms. For example, on the 6, I'm actively pushing to the right. 7, I'm pushing to the left. Okay, bend your knees so you have a very strong foundation to do this. All right, let's go from the beginning to here. Basic. And 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Susie. 1, 2, drop. 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here we're just gonna do a basic. 1. So we're gonna, like last week when we did this, okay, bring it in. That's our 1. So 1, our weight is on the right. 2, step on the left. 3, on the 5, 6, 7, we're gonna bring our foot together and we're gonna roll our chest. Okay, so let's quickly talk about chest rolls. So we kind of did some exercise already that leads up to this, but basically a chest roll, if you just think about the chest without the shoulder for now, if you push your chest to the right, then forward, then back, sorry, left and back, and right, and forward, and left, and back, and you round it out, think about if your head is the center, your chest is making a 360-degree circle around it, okay? Like drawing a circle around your center, okay? So boom, boom. Now this is gonna look very small because our chest is big and it doesn't move as well. So what do we use to accentuate it? Our shoulders and our arms, okay? So just our shoulders. When I push to the right, I'm going to raise my right shoulder and drop my left shoulder. Okay, so it's not just raising the right, it's raising, drop. When I go forward, I'm going to bring both shoulders down and push them back. When I go left, it's a reverse, left shoulder up, right shoulder back, down. When I go back, I drop both shoulders, but I bring them forward, okay? But please don't do this without the chest. The chest is leading it, the shoulders are accentuating it, okay? And one, forward, back, left, back, right, forward, left, and back. And we round, and round, and round, and round. Okay? Don't worry for now if your movements are small. Movements will come. Range will come. Okay? But it's important that you get the technique right, which is we move our chest as the main solid block that is moving. And then everything is moving with the chest. When we add our arms, we're just going to go to like first position, second position. Our arms are just out there like you're hugging a tree. Okay, and I drop my palms to the floor. When I'm moving, okay, it's not that I'm doing my arms like this. It's my arms are moving with my shoulders, and my shoulders are moving with my chest. Okay, so let's do a very simple exercise. We're gonna leave our arms out here. Okay, and we're just gonna go push and push, and naturally feel which arm is bending and which arm is straightening, okay? It's very hard to go both arms straight all the time, right? So because I am pushing to the right, I'm extending towards my right arm is now an extension from my chest, my shoulder to my arm. I am doing everything I can to try to extend to that side, and then this side, and that side, and this side, and this side, and this side. It's the same thing when we're doing these kind of activities, okay, that I am trying to make my arms a part of the entire movement that's coming in from my shoulders, from my chest. So for now, just leave the arms here and relax them and let them do their, let them just follow the movement. So we just did 1, 2, 3, okay, just a basic. We're gonna bring 4, and then we're gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so roll and roll. Boom, ding. Okay? Our hips, if you want to activate, you can just do your upper body, no problem with it. Our hips are reacting to kind of what my upper body is doing. So it's kind of doing the opposite of what my upper body is doing. If you think about it, when my right shoulder is up and my chest is out to the right, my left hip is out. Okay, it's opposition. Otherwise, it's impossible. Okay, when my hips are back, that's when my chest is forward. Otherwise, it's also impossible. Similarly to the left, my hip to the right. And then when I cave in, my hips are coming in forward so that I look like I'm holding a big ball. Okay, so focus on the upper body and the lower body will just react. So we're going to go from the basic and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? All right, can we go from the beginning to there? Basic. And 1, 2, 3, 5, Susie Q. Wide roller shoulders, drop. 5, 7, 1, 2, out. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and from here, we're going to do 2 half turns like we've done before. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, everybody knows this already? Okay, I'm going to add a little styling for the legs. Okay, we'll just do roll and roll. When I step my right, or I cross my right leg, I'm going to lift up my left arm with the elbow. And 1, and then I'm going to fold my right arm down. 2. Okay? What is also happening is I'm stretching actively to the left. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to use my body to push me out of the half turn. Okay? So before, we always just kind of did the feet, which there's no problem with how the feet is done. But now I want you to add the body on as well. So when we do the 1, on the 2, I'm really pushing to come back to the 3. Similarly on the 5, I'm going to real push on the 6 and to the 7. For the ladies, the arms. Out with the left, out with the right, big left, in. Opposite, big right, in. The arms, again, an extension of my chest, right? Because my chest is pushing to the back, my arm is coming to the back, and then around. Okay? So, let's go from the basic into the roll and the 2 half spins. I know we're almost done. Promise. 6, 7, and now 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. Here, we're going to do something similar, but with a full turn. So just the feet, we're going to cross. 1, open to the left. 2, step on our 3, pivot, our spin on our right. So push up on our left, spin on our right, on the front. 5, 6, 7. Okay, and that's it. That's all we're doing for today. But what I'm going to do with the upper body. Okay, so from here, I'm going to crunch when I step on my right across. And 1, 2, I'm going to bend. 2, okay, so go. Here, I'm really overturned. And then as I come around, this is for a little bit more advanced people. I'm going to leave this leg behind and drag it around. Okay? 5, 6, 7. So, in order for this to work, you have to trust and put all your weight on your right and stand very straight on your right. Okay? If you tilt on your right, even though all your weight is on it, if you tilt on it or if you're not on the right axis, which is straight up and down, you're going to lose your balance. So forget about this leg. It's just being left behind. Instead, focus everything on this leg and then come around. Okay? So it's almost like you're sweeping to come, what do you say? It's like you're chasing something to come around to the front. And I hope that makes sense. Okay? So something to work towards. If you just do this, 5, 6, 7, no problem. Perfect, beautiful. Get this crunch and then down and this overturn into your body, and then the leg will come. Okay? And 5, 6, 7. When I'm leaving this leg behind, once I get to here, now I can't just leave it behind. Okay? I can't be like at the very end, like, oh, I'm gonna bring it in. As I come to here, I'm gonna actively use my muscle, like use my front, bring it in. Okay, so this part you can't be lazy anymore. You have to actually bring it in actively and then change your weight so you're on your 5 on the right time to be your 6 set. Yes? Can we go from the start? Slowly. Okay? Basic. And 1, 2, 3, 5, Susie Q. 1, roll your shoulders, drop. 5, push. 1, 2, out. 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3, roll. 5, 6, 7, and 1. Push out. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. From here, right turn. Crunch. 1. Overturn. 2, 3. Around. 5, 6, 7. I might not do it very well because I'm scared of hitting that. Okay, but if you have room at home, really try to go. Okay, really try to throw that leg or just feed it around and see how far you can turn. You'll be amazed if you put all your weight on one leg and just focus on standing on top of that, how much you can spin. You might actually spin better Then you put your both legs together. The other thing is we can't spin on straight legs. This doesn't work. It's very, very hard. Okay, so bend this leg when you're trying to spin. Yes. Okay, bend it, spin downwards. All right, from the top again, a little bit faster. Face it. And 1, 2, 3, 5. Susie Q. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3, roll. 5, 6, 7. Half turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Right turn. Crunch. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yes? Okay. Can we try this very slow music? Oh no, I forgot to turn this thing on again. God, it's like I didn't dance. I have this activity tracker on my Apple Watch. It tells me how much calorie I've burned, but I have to actually turn the activity on. And I always forget when I start dancing because I'm so excited when I start dancing. I just totally forget, and then it doesn't tell me I burned any calories. It's not fair. Okay. All right, grab a drink of water. It's important to stay hydrated. I gotta get a drink of water. Whew. Hope you guys are enjoying this wonderful weather outside. Hey Dave, I have a really good song.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the speaker turned off.
Okay. I love this song, guys. I hope you guys love it too. And it's so slow. So, did you turn off your speaker?
So you want to play your music?
Yeah. Or can you find it? Toda una vida?
No.
Then yes, I will let you play my music. One moment, guys. Is it called Bomber?
Blast.
Why does every speaker start with the letter B? Bomber, B-O, blast, bezels. Isn't that the Amazon guy? All right. Six, seven, basic. 2, 3. 6, 7. 2, 3. Last basic. Here we go.
No hay nadie que me cuide y me quiera.
1, 2, drop.
No encuentro una belleza más sincera.
3,
Por eso te doy todo lo que
1,
soy.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Como tú,
1, 2, 3.
como un hechizo de amor en mis venas, como un reflejo, como primavera.
2, 3.
No hay nada que me llene más que tú.
2, 3.
No
6, 7.
podrás confiar en fin en alguien que te quiera, que de su amor y de tu vida será. Alguien que tenga amor y que sepa cuidar siempre cada momento. Hoy aquí vengo a decirte que no como por ti, que me provoca tanta cariciarme. Si tú me quieres tengo toda una vida para darte mi amor, para darte mi amor.
Let's just do a regular right turn. 2, 3. 6, 7. 2, 3. Left turn. Get ready? Last
Esta
basic.
vida ya no busco
Here
nada
goes
más, porque tú
drop. 1, 5.
vives contigo toda la eternidad.
Basic.
Hasta que nos llegue. Podrás puedas confiar al fin en alguien que te quiera, que eres su amor y de por ti la vida entera. Alguien que te enamore y que sepa cuidar siempre cada momento. Hoy aquí vengo a decirte que ando loco por ti. Ven a provocarme, anda acariciarme. Si tú me quieres, tengo toda una vida para darte mi amor, para darte mi amor.
Here we go. 2 and drop. Push. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic 1, 2, roll. 5, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7. Right turn. 6, 7. Let's just do some Susie Q's with shoulder rolls. Let's go. Susie Q, Susie again.
Que te regales su amor infinito, más que a mi vida yo te necesito. Quiero que sepas lo que estoy sintiendo y que muero de amor.
Last basic. Here we go. 2, drop. Roll.
Que te regales su amor infinito, más que a mi vida yo te necesito. Quiero que sepas lo que
I'm gonna do it one time to you guys. I'll do it to the other. You ready? Last basic. Here we go. Susie. Drop. Go. 2, 3. Roll. 1, 2, 5, 6. Right turn. 1, 2, 6, 7. Nice. That is now salsa. All right. Maybe next class we should do some bachata.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, change it up a little. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Of course, I sound super slow, but I always find slow sounds really, really helpful when it comes to body movements, because that doesn't give you the excuse to, rush through the beats. Especially with slow sounds, you really, really hear the clave. So you can really play with the M1 and 5. So to the extent that you can really drag those things out, like even the Susie Q, it's not all even count, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, right? So really kind of play with that musicality. Really push your chest. I find for myself, the biggest flexibility challenge was my back and my chest. Okay, because these are not things that we generally move. Like shoulders, yeah, we move because we have to raise them during the normal day life. Knees, generally, because we got to walk, we got to run. This part, so hard to get them to move, right? And it's all just literally you pushing it. You telling your muscle, like, you're going to start moving this way now and get used to it. And eventually they do, but it takes you and lots of practice. Okay?
All right. Well, another week. Thanks for joining us, guys, for level 1 and level 2. We'll see you again next week. All right. Take it easy.
Keep dancing. Bye.
Have a good week.
Whoa.